things you should know before visiting Europe. I just finished my Europe tour, which was dope, and I did some countries, a few countries, about 4 or 5 countries, and these are some of the information that I felt like people should have told me before I step my foot into Germany, into Amsterdam, into Paris, especially if you're coming from Africa, if you're coming from Kenya. And this is that one thing that is actually super important. But then the people that live in Europe don't think it's that important, and they think everyone actually has this information. And no, I didn't. When I first went to Germany, I was spending a lot of money on Uber, yet I could spend almost zero money by using the trains. Yes, learn how to use the trains before going to almost any country in Europe. Because the countries that I visited, I feel like almost all the countries in Europe have the trains. So you should definitely know how to use the trains before stepping your foot into Europe. Of course, if you're rich and you can afford hiring a car, or you can afford buying a car in Europe, or you can afford the Uber, then you don't need this information. But if you're not rich like me, this information is very important, man. Learn how to use the trains, and I'm gonna show you the most basic way to use it. So the thing is, the train system in like different countries is almost the same but kind of different too. Because in Germany, you can almost not use any money in the trains, only if you're not caught. In Germany, you need to buy a Deutschland ticket, which you can buy for the whole month. It's about 49 euro. That's what I was told. And when you buy the Deutschland ticket, you can use it all over Germany for 1 month for just 49 euro. Also, you can be paying for your tickets, like every time you need to go somewhere, you can just go to that train station and buy the ticket there for like a day. It's about 7 euro, 8 euro, I'm not sure. But you can also not buy the tickets and just use the trains if you're not caught. But if you're caught and they ask you for your ticket and you don't have a ticket, you're gonna pay 60 euro. In Amsterdam, you check in with your card. Your card gotta have some money in it. So you just check in the trams, in the trains, in the metros with your card, and then when you reach it, when you reach your destination, you check out with the card, and then they cut the money from the card according to the destination that you've covered. If it's a long distance, let's say from Amsterdam to Rotterdam, it might be around 20-30 euro. But if just around the city of Amsterdam, like I was doing, it's gonna be around 1 euro. And in France, it's almost the same thing. You check in with a ticket. In France, you have to buy the ticket and then you use the ticket to check in. So in France, it's almost impossible to use the trains without paying for the ticket. Yeah, I don't know a lot about France because I didn't spend a lot of time in Paris. But yeah, all I know is I paid for the ticket first and then used the ticket to check in and check out, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, but you use the ticket to check in. So here's the most important information that no one actually told me, and it's super easy, bro. It's super easy, okay? So let's say you want to go from point A to point B. Ask whoever you're going to point B, or just check the point B address and type it in on your Google Maps, okay? The Google Map system over there is going to give you the options, and it's going to include the trains. And just click on that train icon, and it's going to show you which trains you can use and how many minutes you need to get there. And it's also going to show you the way to walk up to the train that you need to take, which train is going to come after the one that you need to take if you missed that one, and all the information and which one you need to get to next if you need to use more than one train. And it's actually all over Europe. So as long as you have the address of where you're going to, just type it in. Because, bro, I feel like this is actually a very important information, but no one told me, because I was actually using I was actually using Uber and paying around 20 euro, 30 euro. And there's a trip that last year, 2023, there's a trip that I actually spent 50 euro, bro. I was like, bro, damn.